That's how we used to round up cuties around the way and play run, catch a kiss. Once we tag them, they resist. Now we got them on the manhunt.
What up, everybody? You hear Elevated Thoughts. I'm your boy, Vel the Smoker. Go get whatever you got to get those thoughts to that elevated level. Now, Pete, my man right here, Tommy Sotomayor. Where have you been, my G? Now, look, I've been noticing over the past week, I haven't really been getting any notifications. None of his videos, old videos from like 5 years ago and anything in between, how they used to be in my feed, they used to be in my stroll, whatever you want to call it. And I noticed I hadn't seen anything. Then I noticed the last time I had actually seen anything from him, he wasn't even really doing his show. He was more vlogging, I guess, maybe at a racetrack somewhere or something like that. And it's like he just disappeared. And then I go to his channels and most of them don't have anything, but some of them have, I guess, some of his less controversial videos, I guess you would say. I hate to say that the haters and niggers have won. The people who he basically talks about have won. But have they? No. Tommy Sotomayor is a smart man. I think most people who listen to him already know that. Pretty much had what he had before he even did YouTube. I remember looking back at a lot of his early videos. This man had a lot of things that I wish I had when he was just starting, you know? So it obviously tells you he was obviously doing something worthwhile before YouTube was even around. It's sad that truth tellers nowadays get basically railroaded because you have so many fake BS degenerates in charge. Basically in every aspect of life. The internet, bunch of degenerate liberals in charge of the internet, bunch of degenerate liberals in charge of the government, especially on the Democrat side. Republicans too, but at least they don't try to make it seem like it's normal. You know, it's a sad situation when you can't speak your mind, especially when the vast majority of it is the truth. But I guess if it wasn't the truth, then so many people wouldn't be so pissed off. The vast majority of you know that your upbringing was trash. The vast majority of you know that your mother raising you, her tactics and how she raised you were trash. And I guess that's probably why it hurts so much. I guess that's why it hurts to hear what comes out of his mouth, because you know it's true. And you have common sense people, the few black people who are out there that says, well, you know what, it is true, and I enjoy it, and it's true, so I'm gonna mess with him. I'm gonna support him. I'm gonna follow him. And it is what it is. And then you have the people who basically fall into those categories. They hate it, and obviously they would. I mean, he's basically talking about you, right? So you have common sense people who can take the truth and roll with it because it's the truth and don't try to shut people up. And then you have other people who fall into that category, can't roll with it because they feel personally about it, because they feel like they're being personally attacked because they fall into those categories. It's a sad situation, but liberals do not want truth tellers, particularly if you're not a liberal. Okay. Now, if you call yourself a truth teller, but you're a liberal, oh, that's okay, right? Because you probably will never attack liberals, right? So, because, you know, and then even a liberal truth teller, if they try to tell the truth about liberals, they will be attacked. So, you know, it's like truth tellers nowadays, common sense truth tellers, the climate for them, and I consider myself one of them, but I try to, it's hard for the truth nowadays. It just is. This will probably be a little bit of a long video. I am going to support my boy whenever he pops up, and you know he is. I know he has something working, a few things working in the mix. You can't shut down a smart man. You can't shut down the truth. And he'll pop up. He's probably getting some things together. The things that were already in the mix, they're probably in full rush job now. And his channels are still there, and I'm pretty sure one of those channels he'll still be able to upload and give us an update. There are a few people who already know, when he pops up on wherever he may be, I'm definitely going to be there supporting him. It's a funny guy. I was enjoying some of his videos that I guess you could say are less controversial. He has talent. He's funny, and about the black women thing is true. It just is, and you can hate it or love it, whatever. But I think when people try to silence people, Democrats have given their idiot, stupid voters that power to act dumb, but only to the people that we don't like, only to the people that we give you the green light to. And Tommy Sotomayor would definitely fall into that category. When you are when you are looked at as should being one of them, basically solely just off your skin or your economic, well, mostly because of your skin, because even if you're black and rich, you're still supposed to be a rich Democrat, basically, and support Democrats. But if you're not that, you're public enemy number one. And it's always kind of been that way. If you're a black male and you have a brain, you could think on your own, and you see what a bunch of liberals are telling you have done nothing but destroy your race, destroy your people. A lot of what they push is why we are where we are. Those people who kind of wake you up to those things or just wake you up to negativity, they have to go. Because the last thing the Democratic Party wants is black people out here doing what we're supposed to do and living a generally normal life. They want us always on the fringe. They want us always being a victim. They want us always having kids out of wedlock. They want all our black men constantly in jail over kids they didn't plan on having. And anybody who speaks opposite of that is public enemy. And to you black people, you see a black man who's articulate, intelligent, smart, tells the truth, and what do? You go at him. You glorify crime, you glorify drug dealing, you glorify drug use. Anyone who is the opposite, you go at them. To me, I'm really starting to believe that black people like negative. They like bullshit. They like shit that keeps them down. Because anything that's going to bring them up, they're going to probably have to work at a little bit and help. And they're probably not willing to do that. So it's easy to just stay where you are and attack people who are basically not with you mentally, maybe slightly above you. And it's sad. Because you would think those black people would be the black people that are heralded. But they're not. And when I look at those type of scenarios and things like that, I begin to rarely ask myself, why are most black people in the situations that they are? My questions basically get answered. Just by the things that they like and support. Guys, go check out my other videos that YouTube really don't push, that I know they don't like. Any of them with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 views, please go check those out. You're here, Elevated Thoughts. I'm your boy, Vel the Smoker. Tommy, we riding with you. I know I am. And as always, stay elevated.